What's Gordon Ramsay watching? Is he watching other cooking shows? Because that seems lazy, but possible.
Well, what's lazy about it? He's studying.
He's. Oh my God.
Oh, the way he handled the radish. I don't even know what he sounds like, so I'm just doing a voice.
The Ponder Freak Podcast. I don't know.
What is up, Ponder Freak Nation? Welcome to the Ponder Freak Podcast, a podcast that thinks too deeply into hypotheticals, real scenarios, and random questions. I am your host, Stephen Kelley, and your co-host here today is also named...
I'm not also named Stephen Kelley.
I know, that was weird.
I am, however, also named. I am named as well.
Also named. I don't know why I said that, but I'm glad I did.
I have been known to go by the name Hemi. So, hey, everyone. Thank you, Stephen, for that gracious handover.
Well, your real name could be Steve.
You stole my thunder. You completely stole my thunder, Stephen. You've ruined my entrance.
What weird phrasing I just created. Man.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a good start. Speaking of not good starts, this is not the hypothetical I want to talk about today, but I just got an email from Netflix, and their wording kind of, it bothers me, because Netflix, they'll send you an email like, hey, we got this documentary just for you, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
It's like, no, you didn't. You added it to your library, because there's a lot of people that have the same interest that I do, possibly. It's not personal.
I think what they mean is that you like certain things that fall within the category, so they assume you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, but that whole just for you, just come on. You're a massive platform. There's nothing just for anyone.
Well, based on their analytics, it is. It says Stephen Kelley, and that fucking movie pops up. It's just for you. You don't know their database.
Oh, so you got critically acclaimed. You have action adventure, Stephen Kelley's personal favorites.
Yep. Yeah, you don't create the playlist anymore, Stephen. They create the playlist for you. It's Stephen's mix of hot fire, and they create it.
You know what? I'd almost be interested in that. I'd like to know what Beyonce's watching.
It does exist.
Maybe have a Beyonce section.
A Beyonce section?
Yeah, like what does she watch? What's she into?
Oh, you mean to be able to check out other people's interest in music and stuff?
Yeah, like Spotify, you could share lists and stuff. But like on Netflix, like just pick one famous person a month and have them have like what they're watching.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
What's Gordon Ramsay watching? Is he watching other cooking shows? Because that seems lazy, but possible.
Well, what's lazy about it? He's studying.
Oh my God.
Oh, the way he handled the radish. I don't even know what he sounds like, so I'm just doing a voice. I'm not familiar. I know the name.
Fucking hell.
I'm not saying I don't know his name.
I was
I'm just
too
saying
breathy.
I don't know what he sounds like.
He's more. I don't know. Anyway, he's one of the good ones.
Yeah. Well, good.
All right, we ready for today's hypothetical?
I thought that was.
That was it. What if Netflix truly catered to only me? They would go out of business so quick. It would not go well.
Man, that'd be amazing. There would be so much like Marvel superhero shit on mine. It would just be all Marvel stuff. It'd be great.
Which they're all losing.
I know, right? Yeah.
Disney backing out and doing their own thing. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm going to be forced because I love Marvel.
Yeah.
And they knew that. That was their plan.
I think you'll see a big switch. I think you'll see Netflix being like, well, I guess DC's pretty good, huh? You want a little of that? No? Okay.
I don't know. I'm just not that interested in DC. Like Arrow and stuff like that. Like I haven't watched it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying the story isn't good. I'm not saying the character isn't good. I know literally nothing about him. I just don't have a genuine interest in most DC superheroes aside from Flash, And I guess Batman and Superman is ridiculously overpowered. But yeah, he's cool. He's neat. When anyone says Goku can be beat by Superman, it irritates me. Because Goku died, came back to life. You know what I mean? It's like, what? What are you talking about? Goku doesn't even die for real.
Well, I mean, if you go by the comics, so does Superman, if I remember right, or he at least dies.
And then he came back?
I can't remember. I don't remember that part. I know he dies.
Did he fight any of the strongest warriors from the afterlife and like in their afterlife? Because Goku did. It just annoys me. And I get it. I know people are like, yo, technically Superman's just more powerful than Goku. I get it. I understand that they're saying it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know.
I don't know if anybody listening is a fan of this shit, but definitely feel free to comment.
Well, I'm sure someone's done the math on like things they've done, and they're like, well, technically.
No, they have. That's what I'm saying. I've watched some stuff like that. They always say Superman wins, always.
Yeah.
But you know, right now the Dragon Ball Super is currently out. So, and I have not made it to the end of that because I'm watching the English dubbed version.
So the numbers could
like,
change.
oh, you're not a true fan, but I am because that's all I've watched, the English dubbed versions, all the way from Dragon Ball episode 1. But you said the what versions?
No, I'm just saying it's a little lazy. You don't have to read.
Oh, no, that's not why. It's not so I don't have to read. I can read. But when I do read, I don't pay as much attention to what's happening on the screen, which kind of takes away from the idea of TV to me. Not that you can't read stuff, because like Pan's Labyrinth was really, really dope. But I was reading, and then I'd look up at the screen. So I don't know, it's weird. But it's dope that humans have the ability to do that and still be like, no, I saw it. Well, yeah, but you were reading the bottom of the screen the majority. No, I saw it. It's weird. It's really odd. But yeah, it's just I've watched it from the beginning with all the voices, so I'm used to all that. You know what I mean? That's been my experience from day one. Because that's how I started watching it. And I, you know, of course, binged online. So here we are. I got to wait every week for a new episode. But so far, it's pretty entertaining, man. I'm definitely not mad.
They've done a good job reviving, is what you're saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, most definitely.
All right.
Most definitely.
Are you ready to dig in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Hemi. I'm going to take you on a journey.
Oh, this sounds great.
This is going to be an adventure that it's going to be a place you would just never expect.
Okay.
All right, so imagine you're a co-worker, a worker I should just say at this point, but you have co-workers at let's go retail. So you work in retail.
All right.
So this is completely different for you so far, I could tell.
Right. Never done that.
All right, so you have a coworker, and she is extremely attractive. You work together. You start to develop a crush. You're joking around. Things are going great, right?
Uh-huh.
This, of course, is all a build-up. This is all to be like, you know what? I hope we go on a date or something, but we'll see how it goes.
Right.
So one day she's chatting up, and she's like,
hey, would you be interested in going to a book burning?
A book burning?
yes.
Oh boy.
And she explains, it's like,
Oh yeah, just me and some friends, we get together and, we take some books that are against Christianity and we just, we burn them.
Right.
Would you be interested in going, Hemi?
No.
so a girl you're getting along with, you're attracted to.
Yeah.
It's building up. You could tell this may be going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And well, let's add something. Let's say you've never really dated before.
Mm-hmm.
So that it just adds some value. It adds a sense of like, maybe I should check this out.
Well, it's still me though, right? So let's say I've never dated before, or let's just say you're someone who's never dated before and you decided to go.
Sure, just to add that intriguing value of, of hitting it off with someone and it's kind of new to you, and maybe there's a little bit more of a lure.
Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't. Me, you know what I mean? But if I were to be someone who would be interested in being like, yeah, sure, fuck it, let's burn books. Fuck. What a weird thing.
Right.
I'm just going to not talk to you based on you inviting me to such a weird event. That's so weird. It's just weird by itself.
So that for you, you're like, okay, no, at this point, it just went off the deep end. What are you talking about?
Well, because you were cool until you started saying that you like burn books and shit.
Yeah. Would the books matter? Like in this case, it's books against Christianity.
No, the books do. Yeah, the books totally matter. I feel like no matter what books you're burning, like what's the point? You're trying to get rid of an idea?
Yeah.
As though humans can't create ideas on their own. Like you can't get rid of ideas. The concept of burning books is just, to me, useless.
Right. I think it has a dark element to it too. It's like
no, it does. No, the connotation behind it is like always dark.
Right.
It's like, whoa, what are you doing? Don't burn books. Like, and the concept is like, within books, one may find some kind of knowledge or something.
Yeah.
Maybe some kind of truth. Maybe.
Yeah.
And if you're burning that, then it's like, whoa.
Right. Anything that can derail from your ideology, basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, either that or just from anybody's growth in general. Like some people are open-minded and just want to read other people's thoughts. And then when they do, they're like, oh, wow, that brought value to my life. So just getting rid of that by itself is like, really? Like that doesn't even make any sense. There's plenty of room for everybody's creation to not be destroyed, especially in this digital world.
Right.
So now we definitely don't have to worry about that.
Speaking of Norway, any book you publish there, their national library buys 1,000 of them and like makes sure that each library has one, and then they digitize it, so you're like archived online.
That's dope.
Yeah. So, and like every book that's been written in Norway, I don't know, maybe not every. They mostly, like all the authors there, all their stuff is digitized and for free online.
Damn.
Yeah, and I was like, that's a big, and they were like, that's 250,000 books. I was like, that's time consuming, but also like a really beautiful, hey, here's our culmination of our thinking, our stories, and, like a history of our culture, and then also like philosophies, and just so much that's just free access that you wouldn't get in most places.
Right. No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super dope.
And I know our Library of Congress has a lot of that going on too, not to shit on America, but I just thought it was cool that it was just Norway was so pro. We encourage writers. Like, if you get published, we're going to buy 1,000 books.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
And it's encouraging to, in this age, like keep writing, keep growing ideas.
Right.
But what I was going to try to get at, to get away from that beautiful thinking, which we don't want, what if the book was like, the books are pure evil?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say Mein Kampf, but that would be kind of an example. Mm. But that's just more of like Hitler's plans and stuff. But more so like, I don't even want to say books of witchcraft, because like Wicca and stuff, like there's different variations. And well, let's just say everyone agrees these books are evil.
Let's just say everyone agrees these books are evil.
I'm having trouble. Like, I'm trying to narrow it down. I can't give you an example, but everyone's like, these books right here, if they're burned, that's fine.
If everyone agrees that if those books are burned, that's fine, as a society, if everyone collectively is cool with it, and I'm one of them, then for sure I'm down to go to the book burning that I'm sure everyone would be down to go to, because that's what everyone wants to do. Yes.
That's what everyone... Well, see, what's scary about that, I just accidentally described the Nazis.
You said what?
I just accidentally described the Nazis, because they were all okay with burning these books, and they considered them pure evil and against the party. So
No, but I when I say as a society, I mean like as like I meant as a whole like human species. Sorry, when I
as a
no, that's what I meant. Like if all of humanity was on board with getting rid of these particular books, then maybe, because maybe there's a reason. Maybe we all know why we're doing that. You know what I mean? And maybe we're all on board.
like maybe we shouldn't be exposed to whatever darkness is in them.
Well, maybe, yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't know, because this is already a weird situation, so now we can make it even weirder. You're right. Maybe these books have like a crazy, like, fucking hole that can open up out of it and start swirling and suck everyone into a dark realm where you're gonna decay forever if you say a specific word whilst holding a book.
Right.
And that's the only thing that book does. That's literally its only purpose.
Yeah.
And there's no need to go to that realm, and we can't help anybody from the realm, and we know it. So then, yeah, let's burn the book, right? No need for it. Right? We don't need it. If we can all agree that we don't need that book, then fuck it. Sure. Whatever. We can burn it. But if it's just a book with an idea in it, with somebody's concept, with words that don't actually do anything and it's an idea, I don't care. No, that we don't need to burn that. I'm not worried about that.
Okay. So I feel like we struck a chord with you a little bit, which is also funny. Okay. So at this point, the person in the story, which I'm trying to get you to kind of feel like you're that person too, is like,
Seriously, what the fuck?
but they're like,
She's hot. It took a lot of courage to even talk to her on this level. I'll join in. Sure.
so said person, which is, I'm glad the person's anonymous, went and purchased $300 worth of anti-Christian books to bring to the party, to the book burning, to fit in, right? Awesome. So said person goes to the party, and the girl is like,
Hey, what you got there?
and he's like,
Oh yeah, I brought books.
and she was like,
Really?
this, like, I was joking. Like, why would you? No one burns books. Like, what are you talking about?
Joke's on
And
you.
he was like,
Oh,
That's hilarious.
right. So at this point, let's say you're a guy trying to impress a girl, and you brought books to burn, and when she was clearly joking.
Right.
How are you feeling at this point? Like, what is going through your head? I just would be so fucking embarrassed.
I wouldn't, because I would say, what? I thought we were burning the books.
Yeah.
I got $300 worth of books because I thought we were. I would act like it's a joke.
Yeah. Try to play it off.
I would try to play it off like, yeah, like I spent all that money and I was like, what? I thought we were doing this, and keep the joke going.
So wait, you have to become the evil, fucked up person at this point,
Right.
So when he reacted like, "What the fuck's wrong with her?" he has to become the "What's wrong with him?" Like,
Right.
He has to be the "I'm against these beliefs."
Exactly.
We should burn them.
Exactly. Be like, whoa.
You guys just don't have any backbone.
I thought you were saying we were going to do this. We're not doing this? I'm doing this. And I'm doing it in your front yard. We're doing it on the lawn because that's what I was told we were doing.
Yeah, and since we're here, might as well build a cross and burn it too, just to let everyone know what we're about over here.
In fact, I already have one in your front yard right now.
I probably.
It's there right now. Go look.
And some of my friends.
Go look.
You may not be able to see their faces currently.
Oh man. The best joke ever made is what this guy's doing. Man, taking a joke too far is what he did.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like he'd have to write a book later, like, I joined the KKK to impress a girl.
Right?
My story.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
I'm actually not racist, but here I am, number one racist.
That's amazing.
And loves burning and whatever.
That's amazing.
Not to combine anti-Christian and KKK or anything like that. We were just playing along with how far it would fucking go.
Yeah, like what things might be involved.
So at this point, you're trying to convince her, like, no, like, I thought it was a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then what if you do that and she's like, you know what, you're right. And then all of a sudden you turn all these normal kids, like younger people, into book burning, deviants.
What I would do, I would have to cut it off super fast. I'd have to be like, no, I was just joking. I was totally just joking. Yeah, y'all are crazy. Y'all are for real? Yeah, y'all are nuts. Then I would walk away. I would have to walk away from them.
Yeah.
And then if they go burn books, it's on them. But I at least told them I was joking and that they're crazy. And I would take the books I bought back with me so I can return them and get all of my money back, because $300 on books is insane.
Wow, right?
Just to burn them. And
that it's funny because there's like this in this little story I'm looking at that was on 4chan. There's very little information, but the $300 was in there. So it gives me that feel like people need to know how bad I fucked up.
Right.
Like how far I went in.
Did like in the story it said he worked retail?
No, I don't know. I got that vibe. I guess it would be funny if they worked at a place that was like, I wouldn't say directly alt-right, but maybe like an alt-right
Gotcha.
place.
Yeah.
And they were running like political campaigns for people.
Yeah.
And if she were to say this, it would just be like, oh yeah, another day.
Right.
Another weekend for us, maybe.
Yeah. See, I was wondering, because $300 you're essentially burning $300.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would do that working retail. So I wonder what kind of job he had.
Oh, so you're basically like, I don't want to spend a massive portion of my paycheck.
Because he already doesn't want to burn the books, right? I mean, is that the situation? And then he decided to go?
No, yeah, he wouldn't. Yeah, he's purely playing along and went all in.
And off of that alone, he spent $300 for something just to be like, let's see what happens. You're essentially saying, no, because you bought them to burn. So that's like putting $300 just in a fire, right? So you're cool with just losing out on that money. Aside from already not wanting to burn the books, you also probably don't want to burn the money. But my assumption is, dude has money. Like he's got a decent amount of money to be cool with just getting rid of $300 like that.
Or he's really invested in trying to make this work.
Or that's fair.
It would suck if he's like, I don't have a lot, but I think this will impress her.
That is shitty to think that way.
And he mentioned I didn't understand if I was supposed to bring my own book, so I just went ahead and got books to be safe. What a weird... Oh, man, I was invited to a book burning. I don't know the protocol.
But did you think about what you just said and how hilarious that is?
Right, someone thinking...
No.
For a book burning.
Well, not just that. He said, I didn't know if I needed to bring my own, so I just bought some, which means he has literature saying that, Christianity isn't a thing. Which means he believes it.
Oh, no. He didn't. No, he says, I didn't understand if I need to bring my own books to burn, not his literal own books.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, that's hilarious.
That's where the disconnect was. Yes. He didn't know if he needed to bring... It's like should I bring my own textbook?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I didn't know if I had to put in. I didn't know if it was a bring your own book. BYOB.
I see where you went. Because not only that, he's changing his belief system.
No, totally. That's why I was like, what? That doesn't even...
He would have saved the $300 if that was the case. I think he would have just brought some he had already.
Yeah, for sure. I think you missed out on my bring your own book joke. And I didn't want that to go unnoticed. I thought BYOB was still funny. with the book.
No, I got it now. What would be funny if he like they were signed by the author and it was like 2 and it had his name.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Like he was like a real fan of the people of these books, and he's like, I guess I gotta burn them.
Wow.
For
Wow.
a chance at a date.
Wow. That is just depressing.
That is depressing. That is so sad. But I mean, what we do for love, right? That's a few books.
No, what that guy would do for love.
You got to get rid of the things you love to be in love. Hemi, that's how it works.
Nah. I want all the things at the same time.
Oh, you're just selfish. I found, see, why my marriage works is I hate most things, but I like Joe.
Oh, okay.
So it works out.
Well, that's awesome.
Right.
That's good. You found the one thing you like.
But now I got to take her to a Joe burning to impress some other people.
Burn other Joes to show her there are no other Joes that come close.
She's going to hear this episode. What the fuck is wrong with you?
A Joe burning Steven.
And I'll be like, just get in the car. We're meeting some new friends.
Where? Joe's Crab Shack.
Joe's,
It's where we're just meeting. I don't know. I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah. So, all right. Now you're at a normal party. You have a couple bags with $300 worth of books. You went the direction of like, all right, I'm convincing them I win all in on this joke. And I've been trying to think of a way, because I think what you're saying could kind of work, but it's just going to be, everyone's going to look at you like that weird guy, like he was actually going to burn books. And I think you could still kind of like make them slightly unsure. And I was trying to find 100% way, and I think you're stuck. I think this is just...
Nope, I disagree. I think it's 100%, but you have to act it. You have to act it out. You have to act it out kind of like somebody off Mad TV would, where they're like clearly trying to be funny. You know what I mean? That kind of acting.
Yeah.
You're like, what? I bought the books. I thought we needed the books. Like Seinfeld-ish almost. You know what I mean? I got the books. You said we needed the books. I brought the books. I got $300 worth of books. And then they'd be like, really? Yeah. And you'd be like, dude, I can fucking return it. What are you serious? No, I thought it'd be funny though. I thought you guys would be like, wow.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I can return it. Don't be dumb. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Be like, yeah, you're being ridiculous.
I found a way to make it look like I amplified the joke without costing a dime, just a little bit of time.
And then I noticed y'all were looking at me funny, so I wanted to let you guys know I'm not stupid. I can return this shit. Yeah, what are you talking about? Right, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, y'all are the ones having book burnings, and you can do quotation marks around them.
Right. And I'm the weird one. I was going to try it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you can make those jokes afterwards, and everyone's like, oh, okay, all right.
Okay, I think that would work.
If you say your initial shit, which is, well, I just wanted to see what was going on. Like, no. That's not, even though that is what it was, that's just not going to pan out well, because they still don't know your intentions, even though your intentions may have been to not do it at all. But you were just, you know what I mean? You might have had intentions to return it, but they're not going to believe you.
Yeah. I think you're safe both ways.
You might.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be.
Well, anytime I'm trying to impress someone, I'll get $300 worth of books and say it's part of the joke.
Right.
Don't burn the receipt, huh? Okay. So I'm going to go now. Well, here's what the actual person did.
He set the books on fire and said, fuck y'all.
Yeah. So he pretends to get a phone call.
What? Right there in the moment?
Whoa.
I the way this is playing out, yes. I'm going to go ahead and say most likely yes.
What?
Just a pure sense of embarrassment. So powerful.
Hold on, my bad. I just want to break that, just the feeling down real quick. So right in the middle of them being like, what? You actually brought books to burn? Like, what the fuck? They both gave him the look, which is like, whoa, disgust, and just and then he was like, oh, phone call, and just reached in his phone and just pulled it out and said, hello?
Mom's a calling.
Hello? What?
Can't keep mom away.
Well, it was on vibrate? Did you even look to see who was calling? Like, wow, that's so funny. That's hilarious.
Oh, hey, my meat's ready at the butcher. I'll be there in just a moment.
Oh, man, he went in his turtle shell. That's what he did.
It's exactly. So, pretends to get a call. I'm assuming goes outside. Not only this, he runs home.
What?
And leaves his car.
Wow. What?
Doesn't even get in his car and leave. He leaves his car.
How does that work?
I guess he lived close enough. Like, I don't even, like, what pure sense of embarrassment would you have to feel to be like, I can't even get in my car. They may hear me or, like, see me start to drive away. I need to just take to the shadows and get out of here. Like, what were you?
No sense of embarrassment makes me feel that way because you still have to come back the next day to get your car, which is even more embarrassing that you left your car.
And he snuck back to get his car the next morning.
Oh, no. You said the next morning he snuck back?
I believe so. I'll double check here.
What?
Yeah, no, he just says he snuck back on Saturday and got my car. But here's another thing. He left the books.
Oh.
So now there's a $300 pile of anti-Christian books at this house of a coworker.
Huh.
You've left your car overnight and snuck back the next day to get it. So, like, I mean, even if the people, like, they're just partying anyway and they're like, oh, whatever, like, I guess he just left, and then they look out and his car's still here. That's weird. And then they look out later the next day, car's gone. All right. I guess he had stuff to do.
Right. Wow.
So
how do you go back to work the next day? It'd be like, hey, weird, huh?
What if she brings the books? Hey, you left these.
You left these at the house.
Oh, right. I did.
Oh, yeah. I knew.
I left them in case you, like, were kidding about the not burning.
I knew I left something out of the fire at home. Ha, ha, ha. Where's my firewood? Yeah, that's super awkward.
And basically, this post is to ask questions. He's like,
there's no way I could see her again. I have a shift Wednesday, I'm pretty sure.
I have a feeling he's either going to call out or just plain quit.
He could, but, like, I would just go tell her the truth. Because that's your only option at this point.
I'd be like, you were such a good actor. I believed you.
Yeah, I really thought you wanted to. And I didn't want to.
Which would turn into an awkward compliment.
Right, for sure. And then you're like, and I didn't want to, but I bought it because I just wanted to see, like, were you for real doing this? Like, what was this? And then when I got there, then I was like, shit, y'all kind of shitted on me, and it made me look like I burned books, and I don't.
Right. I got tricked by Helen Mirren over here with all her fucking Oscars.
So I was like, fuck, because I'm like into you, but now you think I burned books, so I can't really think straight. So then I decided to leave, but I didn't want you to see my car leave because I didn't want you to be like, what? No. Why is he leaving? So I just left and then got my car in the morning.
Right.
Oh, yeah. No, totally. No, that's cool. Yeah, we could be together. That wasn't the weirdest thing ever. What a weird way to handle a situation.
Yeah.
That's super weird. I mean, the phone thing, whatever, I guess that's your initial reaction. That's what you decided to do. It's hilarious, though. But not taking your car back home that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Why would you not just take your car? Just take it back home.
Right. I don't know. There's a deer in the headlight syndrome I feel happen, and it's just so embarrassing. It's just like, I got to get out of here. What's the fastest way I can get out of here? Just run past everything, and I'm gone.
Oh, man.
Just away from this.
How weird.
So she clearly has a dark sense of humor, right?
Right.
So I think your thought of like playing it off as a joke and like I could return the books at any time, and you meet her that next shift and she brings you the books. Be like, hey, like your acting was so good, you're quirky as shit, and now that I look at it, I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. Like you had me all kinds of tripped up.
Right.
And just be like, I'm a really gullible dude. But then again, you're still admitting that I was coming to burn books with you. So I don't.
Yeah.
What a weird. I just like trying new things, you know? Like, what if it's nice burning books?
It might be fun. It might be euphoric.
Yeah.
Breathing in the smoke.
Could be comforting.
Smoke of the words.
You know, something nice on a cold autumn day.
How weird.
So any other thoughts on it?
I think he didn't know how to handle the situation at all.
Basically every wrong turn was taken.
Yeah, I think he just messed up a bunch. I wonder what social cues, like I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when it was initially said.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wonder how awkward, like, all right, for instance, we know that this dude reacts awkward to stuff for sure. He at least did this one time.
Yes.
So that we know about him. So what if when she was talking to him, she said it and he was just nervous and just wanted to just go, you know what I mean? And he was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
He was just doomed. That's probably why he didn't pick up on the social cue that she was joking.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh shit, I was invited to hang out.
Even then, like, if this is kind of new to you and it's kind of mind-blowing just to, like, oh, I'm hitting it off with a girl, kind of, which there's probably no chance he was hitting it off with her. He just thought, based on all the reactions.
Right.
But anyway, if you think that, like, you know, it's blinding.
Yeah.
So, like you said, he definitely could have missed an obvious cue. Like, maybe she nudged him or was like, wink. You ready for the book burning? Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I'm hitting Barnes & Noble later.
Oh, man, that's insanity.
I'll see you there.
Good gosh.
Well, I think that wraps it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll just leave it on an awkward note ourselves. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for listening to our show. We'll see you next time at the next book burning. It truly means a lot. Find us wherever you find your favorite podcast and check us out on social media. Just search Panda Freak. We can't wait to hear from you. Till next time. Woo!